Hey guys, good morning. Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. Just got up early this morning and thought I'd make a video, a little bit of a history lesson um, in light of what's going on in Israel and around the world as I speak. Um, Things don't look good. A lot of what we saw prior to this or leading up to this, I guess people here or in our government would call it the democratization of the Islam countries with the Muslim or the Arab spring, summer, winter, and falls, whatever you want to call them, that our country backed, that turned these countries more violent than they were before against the West and against Israel. And so now we're seeing the fruit. You know, the tree can only bear the fruit that it's meant to bear, and that's what's going on right now. So today I decided to, in light of what's going on in Israel, just to give a little, show a little map of what's going on and basically the size of Israel compared to the countries that surround her and why this land for peace lie has been perpetrated for years and years, and people in the West have been dumbed down. People in our country have been dumbed down. They don't know what's going on. They don't know really they don't even know really how old Israel is. What's today's date? Does anybody know today's date? I'll give you a hint. It's November 17th, 2012. What's the date in Israel? In Israel, it's Kislev the 3rd, 5,773. So those of you that think Israel became a nation in 1948, think again. Israel is 5,773 years old. So keep that in the back of your mind when you look at the map and when you hear all these such knowledgeable commentators and news reporters talking about that Israel needs to make concessions. Of course they do now, because what happens is when Israel decides to strike back, the whole world seems to wake up. And there's councils formed, and there's the UN goes into action, and everybody's pressured to stop the violence. But prior to Israel rising and fighting back, everybody's quiet. The world is silent while rockets fly into Israel, hundreds and hundreds at a time. I think to the tune of, 12,000 so far. This is ridiculous, and you're going to see it go on and on as the days progress, and as Israel defends herself more and more. You'll see all these political leaders around the world start mobilizing, and that we have to make a truce, or Israel has to make a concession. Or what's really going on is the world is coming against Israel and Christianity. But we won't get into that today. I just wanted to briefly show you the map and give you some facts. The map will be up in just a second. The size of Israel is 8,299 square miles, which is about the size of New Jersey. Israel is 640 times smaller than the Arab world. The size of the 21 Arab states is 5.3 million square miles. That's almost double the size of the United States. Demonstrating its will for peace, Israel transferred the Sinai Desert to Egypt. The Sinai Desert alone is 3 times larger than Israel. If you remember, about 7 years ago, Israel gave more land, supposedly for peace, and I think it was in Gaza. And what happened when that land was given up? I remember Israelis being carried out of their houses, crying, kicking, screaming, and put on buses and bussed out of the neighborhoods and the areas where they grew up and lived. And it was a sad day for me. And then as soon as the area was transferred over, what did we have? What do we have today? We have rockets being launched into Israel. So you have to decide for yourself, listener, what you're going to believe, who you're going to believe. Do your own research into history and find out what's really going on. Take a look at the map I'm going to put up, and then send me your questions and comments. I'll be interested to hear what everyone has to say. Thanks.
Okay guys, here's the map I just wanted to show everybody. And on that map, if you can, I'd like you to find Israel. If you can't see it, I'll zoom in a little closer. But just to let you know, give you a little hint, Israel's that little tiny speck right there amongst all these other countries. So let's zoom in a little bit. Try to get down so you can see it. Now you can see it a little better. It's right where that little arrow is. And there's Israel. Okay? Just wanted to show everybody the scale that we're talking about. And so you need to decide for yourself, when you hear that Israel must give up land for peace, it's all a lie. Because they hardly have any land to begin with. And the land they did have has been made less and less. Okay, so there's a scale of what we're talking about. So it's good to know and good to see a big picture a lot of times. And maybe it'll wake some people up to look at history and to look at what's really going on around the world and to really open their eyes and get ready for what's coming, because it's not good.